Like a typical week for an MP would be starting your Monday with constituency work in your electorate office, and then once that's been completed, spending time out and about in the electorate. Then on your Tuesdays through Thursdays, obviously that's time down in Wellington. So Tuesday mornings typically we have caucus meetings, and then that's followed by the House and question time starting at 2 through to 3:30. On your Wednesdays and your Thursdays, they are select committee days in the mornings for backbench MPs, and obviously ministers have ministerial committees. In the afternoons, question time again, and then you get to go home Thursday night on most weeks, which is always good. And then obviously you have constituency work on your Fridays, Saturdays, and often Sundays as well. So there's no doubt it's always a busy week. Pressures are the expectation by not only your electorate, but I guess your party and a whole range of different stakeholders to represent them. And then, you take that job on understanding that, I believe. But lots of pressures. People expect you to be in all sorts of places and to represent them down here in Parliament. So look, it's a great job, but there are lots of pressures, particularly if you have a family and those other parts of your life which you try and retain some balance with. I think you've got to be quite mechanical about it. You have to diary appointments for not only yourself, for your health and fitness, but make sure that there's time in the diary for your family. The biggest bit of advice I could give is sit down with your partner at the start of the year, put into your diary the key things you have to go to, like the conferences of your party. But outside of that, you can diary a week's away or weekends away to ensure you have time out. Do that and book the actual holiday. There is a big workload, and you do have to manage that well. You need systems in place to make sure that you deliver upon the expectations, and that's where your staff become so important to helping you achieve your deadlines and your priorities. Well, in your EA, you're looking for someone that can kind of think like you do, right? So someone who can be very proactive and think ahead of you, putting themselves in your shoes. So for instance, if you're needing to go to Invercargill to do a visit down there, that EA is thinking about that trip as though they would do it themselves, right? So, who are the meetings? Who are the people that I need to introduce myself to? Is my MP speaking? What is the speaking topic? What is the dress code that they have to wear? What are the directions that they can get to? Who are the phone numbers that they should put in the diary to contact if for some reason things go astray? All those little details might sound like overreaching, but actually at times when an MP's rushing like a crazy mad idiot from place to place, it's that little detail that makes the difference. The Out of Parliament support staff is your link to the community, and especially so as you climb the ladder in Parliament. My advice to a new MP when you first start out, and you're not a minister, because there's very few that get to that level in their first term, is to work your electorate like crazy. Build a reputation for hard work, for getting things done for your community. And in that regard, your out of office staff are an extension of your ability to do that. Or the best thing you can do is actually sit down and talk to your team about what your expectations are. I think that level of communication is critical, and once again, often because of the pressures of the job, we don't find that time. So I always used to have a team meeting at the start of every week, whether I was a minister or a backbench MP.
What's your response to the Green Party's call for a cross-party accord and a working group to be set up to address the issues raised in the Glen report?
Unless they stuff up pretty big time in the early days, the media don't tend to be that interested in them. And so the advice about breathing through your nose in the first few years is good advice to take as you build a reputation in Parliament about getting things done. So my advice to new members is to get on with the job, get it stuck into the select committee, find opportunities to build a reputation for hard work and for attention to the job.
It's just a framework for making the decision.
I've loved the opportunity in here. There have been challenges. I haven't got them everything right by any stretch of the imagination. I think you learn by your mistakes, but no, there's nothing I would do differently. It's been a huge privilege to be an MP.